Um, well, I finished the I finished the Midnight Jungle one by like around July time. Got everything done, mastered down by like August time, and it was just kind of just waiting for September to just release it. You know, I didn't have proper promo and things like that. Like I said, I was unemployed, so I ain't really, all these things is kind of new to me and things like that. And me being who I am, I just like to write music. I'm a writer, and I didn't really wait. I just put the album out. Once I put the album out, and I was getting good feedback and things like that. You know, it always gives you that energy. It always gives you that that push to do more. So I just started writing again. By like the Midnight Jungle came out September 2nd. I started to write back again. I chilled for like the whole September. Got right back into it in like October, and from October all the way to March, I say. I was writing for Midnight Jungle Part 2. I mean, I was putting singles out and all that in between, and but yeah, from October to March of this year that I was really working on Midnight Jungle 2. What makes it, what's the difference between the two? The difference between the two is the sound, the feeling you get when you listen to them. The Midnight Jungle, that's more of a hardcore album. That's more of an underground type of sound. I wasn't pushing for the commercial when I did that. You know what I mean? When I made it, I was more in a state of mind where I want my society, my neighborhood, the local people to embrace it. So I made music that was for them, something that they can relate to. It's something that we all can relate to. I'm from the old school, so my music would sound more. It'll have that gritty sound to it. And Midnight Jungle Part 2, I said, all right, let me do the commercial lane, but let me still keep it on my. I get it's. I say it's a commercial sound with an underground feeling, if that makes sense. And so when they would listen to it, they would sit down and they'll say, yeah, the Midnight Jungle one, that was hard. But then when they listen to the Midnight Jungle 2, they'll see the growth, and they will respect the growth because they know where it's coming from. And I think people would enjoy the Midnight. I think people would actually enjoy Midnight Jungle 2 more. It has more singles on there for people to relate to. So, like I said, I think it's more of a commercial lane type thing. One is commercial, one is underground. So that's the difference between the two. Which one is my favorite project and why? I think one of my favorite well, if you Midnight Jungle One would have to be the one of my favorite projects because of the process. Like I said, it was new to me, and actually being to have my things sold on my whole music sold on iTunes, Google Play, and all that. That's residual income. People could type my name. I'm in history now. I'm in a database where, my son could grow older, and his kids could grow older, and they will always have my music on. Plus, I put some of my people on who I value in my life. So I created a way for us to always be heard. I mean, it may not be heard to everybody, but who knows? Someday somebody may sit back and my song may play and they be like, who's this guy? And that feeling of being able to put my stuff out for people to stream, it was one of the best feelings in the world. And going through the whole actual recording process and learning how to how to engineer my own stuff, it was, you know, something I would have never imagined that I would do. And once I did it, the feeling I came with it was crazy. So I think that'd be the best or the most favorite project. Not to say that I didn't like the Midnight Jungle 2. That's a whole different level. But being that Midnight Jungle was first, that's my first legit album. That'll always be, I think, for anybody, that'll always be their favorite project. Well, for me, I think. yeah, at the moment, I'm trying to. I came up with my book. I don't know if you guys see it over here. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that for you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can see that right there, hold up, get up on there. You may not be able to see it, but you know what I mean? It's in the Smyrna. This is my book, 110 pages. It's actually a screenplay, but I turned it into a book. It took me 5 years to complete it. Due to certain situations in my life, I had to put the story aside, pick it back up, put the story aside. I would have finished it if I was just focused on it, but you know, you don't really know what life holds for you. So at least I was able to finish it. That's all that matters. And hopefully, if things go well, I could sit down and talk with some good people. We could get this filmed. And I'm trying to come up with my own fragrance for him and her called Midnight. And for her, it would be 12 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Come my own clothing line, 2 type of clothing lines. I can't really get into that right now. I got my own label in the works. You know, I sent the paperwork out. I'm waiting for the paperwork to come back to Formula Entertainment. Coming up with a web series, a deluxe edition to the Midnight Jungle Part 2. Couple more videos, the anniversary of Midnight Jungle Part 1. Trying to come up with my own tour and things like that, and for friends and other up and coming artists, so we could just be heard, man. And it's a process, but it's a good, if you love the music and if you're about the music, these are things that you got to go do. And if you're passionate about your work, I really don't need nobody else to really motivate. I'm self-motivated, and I think the fact that the internet gives us the access to do a whole bunch of these things without big labels backing us, I think that's very important, and I think that's very good for indie artists. So those are the things I got planned. Hopefully I can execute all of them, but the plans are there, the goals are set, now it's just time to reach them. What I do in my spare time, chill with my son, be on my computer, listen to beats and things like that, listen what's new, see what's going on with the whole entertainment world. Like I said, do the family thing. I like watching Family Guy. I got a good sense of humor. I like watching Twilight Zone, X-Files, Seinfeld. You know what I mean? Comedian and just realistic things and sci-fi and stuff like that. And just doing my music. I think, and I love eating. I don't know if y'all can see how your boy put on some pounds here. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. I used to be a stick now. Need to put a little weight on it. Let's go. But yeah. I'm a basic dude, nothing really crazy, you know. Well, like I said earlier, one of my albums is more underground, one of them is more commercial. So I created a lane wide enough so the hood people will accept me, and then the people who, if they ever wanted to invest in me, they could look and say, well, he has actual product that we can put out there, an whole album worth. So I gave people both sides of the game, and but what'll work best for me is, I think I like to be underground. I mean, I could do the whole commercial thing, but it's more of I like the underground feel. I think people are more solid and more real, down to earth when they're more underground, because it's not about that image, and it's about the music when you're underground. When you commercial, it's all about appearance and appeal. It's like it's a saying that I say, like, I'm not here to make a fashion statement. I'm here to just make a statement that just so happened to turn into fashion. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll find more genuine people doing a whole underground lane. And that's where I would rather be. I think that's the type of person that I am and the type of music. I think I'm forced to be there anyway. But it's alright. I ain't worried about it. I would like to work with you know, like I said, the old school heads. I mean, like all the old school heads is just too much. But I like to work with damn, I wish Big was alive. You know what I'm saying? He the top of my, like, he the top. Like, I really wanna remix one of his songs, man. Long Kiss Goodnight. It's one of my, that's my favorite song in the entire world. I would love to remix that. Work with Nas, Hove, 50, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Old Meth and Red and all them, Scarface, Snoop, you know what I mean? More the old generation dudes, because they've been there, done that, they've seen it all, done it all, and you know, the words of wisdom and things like that. And like I said, the type of person that I am, I feel like my music will go good with them. Just don't forget the Locks, you know what I'm saying? You got the Locks, Rakim, all them. It's mad heads, and I'm Fab. So it's just too much to really go down. But those are the, you know, the people who I would think I would reach out to first. You know what I'm saying? What's next for E Shadow? The deluxe album, couple videos, the anniversary for the Midnight Jungle 1, fragrance and clothing line. But everything gotta be in steps, so I'm trying to work on the deluxe album now. You know what I mean? Hit the people. I just dropped this one over here, May 5th. Boom, drop another one by like my birthday. But I can't do it my birthday June 2nd, but it gotta be at the end of July, so it could kind of get in the middle of summer and just go right into the fall, the whole fall season. Yeah, and I did not come first and then work on everything after. Get my stuff copywritten and patent, and then just rush the whole clothing line in. And I think that'll be it. But you already know I'm gonna be grinding, man. You can catch me up on Instagram, eShadow315. You can catch me up on Twitter, eShadow315. The Formula Entertainment on Facebook. You can catch me up on SoundCloud. You can catch me on Audio Mac, iTunes, Google Play, Bandcamp. I'm there. You can Shazam a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm on Pandora. Holla at me, man. You know what I mean? I support. You know what I mean? You gotta show love to get love. You heard? Peace and love. My name is E Shadow.